Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one. Brother Prince, check your email. Check your email. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. This is another morning real talk. This is part 41. We're gonna talk about we're gonna freelance today. I did have a topic, but I did not feel like doing it. I really don't. So we're gonna freelance today. We're gonna go talk about different things. Maybe we probably picked up on things that we talked about I believe Monday. So yeah, I'll probably do it like that. But oh wow, sorry y'all. Trying to fight through this morning. Just but we're gonna get through it. We're gonna get through it. Okay. I feel like hearing some Wu-Tang, man. Word, need some Wu-Tang. Be back.
What y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit. Check this out. Perfect. Champion, the way of the warrior, champion eyes, get back up, my spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior.
I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people are going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to my channel. Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the underrated one, number one grinder. Got another one, Morning Real Talk, part 41. Open panel, ladies and gentlemen. On the top of the chat, anyone that wants to get on, have to know you. Emails in the chat. That's the only way you can get on. I'll shout out to Brother Prince if he's still there. Check out the link in your email if you want to get on. It's there. You know, we're approaching the end of the year. No. And there's going to be things that you're going to see that you're not going to like. Just rest for sure that, just remember, stay on your righteous course. That is very important. Brother She, check your email. Just remember that. Check it out. Because there's going to be people out there protect toxic people. They don't protect the ones that they shouldn't. And the ones they're supposed to love and protect, they don't do it. And usually it happened throughout the year. I'm not saying don't, but usually we be coming out this part of the year. And steadfast with it. You stay firm. No matter you're a man or woman. And take a sip of this mint tea. Mint tea is good for your digestive system too. It is. Somebody remind me of that too. So shout out to them. Excuse my manners. And you might be hurt over it. I mean, you will be hurt over it. Because that person's not refuse to understand how you feel. They're trying to make it seem that you the crazy one. That's why it's so important that gotta keep your people close. You have to. You have to. And if you see in the outside of space, inside of space, a lot of us don't want to do that. Oh, it never happened like that. You just making it up or it's not. A person cannot make up everything all the time. Right? Just let them know that you notice. Let them know that you are important too, like them. All of my life, I let them know I'm important too. I do count. I did not come here for nothing. But there are some people do not want to have that conversation. And they want to put it on you. And they want to make it seem that something wrong with you. I want you to understand them. Gotta be careful of that, family. Gotta be careful of that. Because that's what people in the space, they do it. They do that. Majority of people in here, in this space, I'm talking about some people in general, they don't want to change. They don't want to change. Excuse me. So, like my parents always say, you gotta see things for what it is. That's what sometimes when I talk to people, I do my best to understand. And maybe if I don't understand, they just want to have it here and there. So I listen to them. Then I get it. Again, Brother Sheed and Brother Prince, check your emails. You want to come up, feel free. Thanks for coming. And gotta be real careful. Because there are certain things that could prohibit a person to take them off of priorities in their life. And I know there's gonna be some people, no, it's not happening that way. Oh, yes, it does. It happens to everybody. Including me. And I had to rearrange that. No? Excuse my manners again. Let me read this out. Come and join real conversation with the number one grinder. Us as the righteous ones, individually, let's make a change within ourselves and genuinely being there for each other. We all we got. See that? Being there for each other, we all we got. We refuse to do that sometimes. We refuse to do that. And I was thinking that there are people out there who are less fortunate, not for theirs. And there's even ones that live by myself like me. That gotta keep pushing. And even the ones that are married to, I said all above as human beings. There are sometimes you feel that at times you feel like, am I being noticed or something? Like, not within yourself. Yourself is good. You're like, well, something off here. Maybe it's me, or there's a pattern. No. But sometimes it depends on the situation. We gotta be real careful. Because sometimes it could be you. But I said there's a pattern that has to be addressed. And we got to understand too, as a people, when a person address certain things, we just cannot be hasty and just say like, "Oh yeah, no, you got to understand this and that." That there's a pattern happen, and it bothers that person, or they have a concern of it. You need to listen to it. Stop getting taken back that no, it's not happening. And there are some people that won't you come out and say it? Won't you come out and say it and stuff? You know what I'm saying? So some people, there are some people refuse to understand what you say. Now, won't you come out and say what you come? But then when you do, sometimes you do consider their feelings. So they people feel you talking in riddles, and so it's not all about they talking in riddles. It's just that this is how they feel. Times they want to break down certain times. So it's up to you to understand or not to understand. And that's what they do all the time. You try to tell a person how to speak, how to think. And then they would irritate them more, and then they get drawn back. Then they become distant and silent. Then the other person gonna feel like, what did I do wrong now? And this and that. This is part of life. And we have to understand that, again, this part of the year, sadly, you're gonna find the ones that we thought that was. Hold on, Fed. That you thought that it was there. All along it wasn't. Or there are certain situations can be changed up. I used to say, oh, they ain't nothing. They ain't nothing. Nah. Shouldn't say that. Maybe it's nothing to you, but it's something to them. So you gotta pay attention to listen. So trying to be there for the ones we needed. That is very important. Don't take them for granted. And even sometimes that a certain person had more than the next person. Doesn't mean the person that had less than it ain't giving him or her giving themselves of themselves. Man or woman. Do they make you happy? Do they try to provide you with happiness? Because if you did, they do. Brother Sonny, what's good? Gotta acknowledge that. Look at me, I make more sacrifices. Look what I'm doing, this and that. I'm using me as an example. Yeah, I appreciate it, but do you understand what I'm doing? Because sometimes we don't. We let friends get in the way. Working constituents get in the way. Association get in the way. Family. I'm keeping a buck today. And we have to understand we cannot let the certain things go on. Like me and Sonny, we had to understand, we had a misunderstanding. But before that, we was always brothers, but things come up. But we solve it as brothers. And that's the way you deal with things. But I let people know I ain't no fucking punk. Yeah, I'm a good person. Don't you get me wrong. I ain't mean to blow my own horn. My imperfections, I am a good person. If I can help you, I can help you. And I could do certain things, but nah, don't take my conversation that is whack. Or don't take what I do and know something that then if I speak on it, there's something wrong with me. You know what I mean? Don't do that to me. Or you want to alienate? Oh, I don't want to be with you. I don't want to deal with you and stuff like that. Nah, 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 nah. You say you love your fellow man and your fellow sister. Deal with it and work it out. Sorry, if you want the link, I ain't sure you was at work and that's why I ain't seen the link. If you want the link to come up, you're more than happy. Just let me know. I sent it through the email. Just let me know. I work with you. Know that. And sometimes when you talk, some people think you're talking riddles or you're talking general. Oh, are you talking about me and stuff? Then it's going to make you draw further apart, further, be distant more. As a people, we're supposed to be like this. It's bad enough we dealing with a lot right now. And I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. We deal with a lot of stuff. And I know sometimes we want to hold on to certain people, certain things, but there are certain things, certain people, they got to grow up. Now I'm talking about the black man and the black. Some black men, some black women. I'll get to you, she, in a few seconds. I got to get this out. Because if you're not willing to do that, you're going to alienate some good people. That means you get see in life, you gotta learn to switch up things. See, people don't want to switch up for the better. Oh, you gotta no, but I always told people that is that person make you happy? Yes. Do that affect if that he or she telling certain things that affect them? Yes, you gotta change that for the benefit of y'all. Even if you live by yourself or you by yourself or you're not in a relationship, same thing. And then if some people refuse to understand the change, that's on them. I'm gonna bring in Brother She again, Brother Sonny. Let me know in the chat you want to come up. I'd be more than happy to send you a link. Good morning, Brother She. Peace to you and your family.
Morning. Yeah, I gotta. I'm gonna go on mute for a minute. I
Okay,
be back.
okay, got you. No problem, Brother She. You know, 3,000. What's good? Y'all try. Did you got my email, bro? What's good? If you want to come up, bro, let me know. I see you the link. It's men, ladies and gents, open panel. But
It's gotta. Oh, what's going on, brother Ricky? Yo, shout out to brother Ricky Williams, man. Ricky, man, you owe me a chop up, bro. But thanks for coming in. Keep up doing the good work. Keep it up. Keep it up. Really appreciate that. If you want to come up to brother Ricky, let me know. I know you at work, and I respect that. But if you want to come up, you can. But I feel us as a people, we got to learn to understand each other. We don't. We can say we do, we don't. Because we let vices get in the way. The vices always say, maybe, no. That's why I changed for the better. Okay, thank you. Thank you, brother Sonny. That's why change for the better is very important. It's hard, right? It's hard to change for the better. I know. Brother Ricky talking about us, man, we gotta change for the better. Us women gotta change for the better. But you know, people, to a degree with Ricky saying you're not listening, you're not hearing it. I get what he said. It's not just I know, but he's family. But I hear what he's saying. Just for me, that's why I go hard on our brothers, man. I love your brothers, man. I don't hate y'all. I want us to win. And I understand the system. Trust me, the injustice still happen. I get it. And I'm going to talk for y'all. But if that woman is not willing to be part of your change for the better, okay, leave that alone. Leave that alone or work it out. And keep it in-house. See, I'm a person. I don't talk that much, but when I talk, trust me, I make a lot of sense because I experienced quite a few things in my life. Some I have to, some I have to, some, but I'm still here. I got you, brother Ricky. I got you.
Yeah, I'm back.
Got you. Go ahead, bro.
You know, this kind of go into the conversation, you know, and if it's off topic, I, you know, switch it back up. But the young lady that died in Mexico, you heard about that story?
I heard a little bit about it. Elaborate on it, please.
Yeah, so she went to Cabo with about 6 of her friends, and she ended up pretty much, you could pretty much say it was a murder. Well, to me, it was more or less accidental. I don't think their intentions were to kill her, but their intentions were to rough her up. Whether it been all the friends or just a couple of them, but pretty much you can tell that they all, you know, she kind of keep that story knit together because all of them were saying different things, you know. But the whole thing of it was that it, you know, it was her own doing that, you know, met her own timely demise. And that goes into showing you like the people you hang around. Cause, you know, it's like with all those friends out of 6 people, there was nobody really cooperating, you know, to kind of release the truth. And, you know, like they say, the internet is undefeated. So they end up putting all the business of every one of the people that was on the trip with her, putting their addresses, full names, jobs, all public. And so it's like they can't hide from the truth. Yeah. You know, and the crazy part is somebody ended up releasing that video of the fight, which it wasn't supposed to be. But, you know, it's a sad situation. Then the girl who actually was fighting her, she on the run now. They say she's up somewhere in Connecticut and hiding out. But I'm like, if there's nothing wrong, you should go forward to the police and turn yourself. I mean, the biggest thing is nobody has the intent to kill somebody when you get into a fight. But accidents do happen. And just going ahead and thinking about it, if she was to, just went on ahead and accepted, yeah, I did it and it was an accident. It looked like from the potential what they were saying how severe the injury was, and it said like almost like a car crash or something. But to my degree, it looked like somebody picked up and slammed her, to snap a neck like that.
Right.
And it was just, it goes back to your circle, looking out for yourself. Shout out to Gold Professor with the 9 laws of self-governance. Law number 3, apply selfishness. But sometimes you got to think about you, man. Yep. And, if you had any kind of feel towards somebody, like I told you, I had a guy that was like my brother. We got into an altercation, and we're not even friends now. I've been knowing this guy, for years. He next to another guy I know, he's pretty much one of my longest running friends I ever had. Know his family, not just his mom and dad, and not just one uncle, 2 uncles, everybody in this family. I go to all the family reunions, go to Thanksgiving and stuff like that. And it was one situation that got flipped into something else, and automatically, I pretty much had to stop. I had to distance myself from the guy. Just don't even talk to him. He know I don't talk to him. I expressed it to him, because when it gets to that, I was looking at the situation to where, the guy had kind of, this vengeance or evil spirit in his heart about me. And I can't be around nobody like that, because to the potential of you doing something, you're not doing it with a sane mind. You're doing things out of spite, trying to get some payback or something. And even though it might feel good in the moment, you actually doing, far worse and damage to the situation at hand. So it was a situation like that, man. And like you were speaking on earlier, man, you gotta be your number one hero. You gotta cheer for you because nobody else is cheering for you. Your mom and your daddy, they love you, but at the same sense, they weren't about number one. A lot of people got to realize that, picking your friends and watch who you associate with, putting yourself in the right room.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And even like I remember my mom's was telling me this, my late mother, years ago. Even like you gotta choose, you gotta learn to choose. Sometimes when you choose, you think that's the right one, but kind of find it's not. And sometimes that when you choose, it goes to man or woman. But she told me as a woman, you probably deal with a family that don't think about her as in they just want to keep on take. But you come along, you bring the difference, and you bring goodness. And there are some people they refuse to see that. They see it, but they don't see it. And it happens. You see exactly like we understand outside the space, we get it, but inside the space, you see it. You see it, and I always tell people, "Oh, this person, you don't know, and this, you, do you talk to that person? Do you understand how he or she feels? You know,
Yeah.
we
A lot of that.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of the times, man, you got to build a trusting relationship with people. I mean, just as marriage, I was listening to this podcast and there was a guy. He was and it was crazy because he said he do graffiti, and I actually, I got a lot of clips I'm making videos about. So this clip was about a guy was doing graffiti. So he was spraying up a wall, and in return, he took the spray can and he was just, just spraying up the wall. And so he see this homeless guy goes over to one of those little ponds or whatever in the I guess downtown or whatever area. Like they have a little coin ponds. So he went over there to the coin pond, took a rag out, soap, wiped himself up, changed his clothes, and in return put on a uniform shirt, put a badge on, and started walking and going to work. And so the guy was like, dang, he was like, that's crazy. So he looked at the guy and he was like, you homeless? He's like, yeah, me and my wife, uh, we stay on the street and both of us got jobs. And so he was like, man, how come you and your wife is homeless and y'all got jobs? He's like, well, we got a plan to, save enough money to get us a place. And the guy couldn't understand it. And so he came back and he was talking to his friends and told him, he was like, man, that homeless guy's living better than me. And his friends couldn't get it. He was like, let me say this. This guy has a woman to be homeless. His wife, not just his girlfriend, his wife. And she's homeless on the street with him, first of all. And then second of all, they got a plan to get their life together. He's like, man, we out here tagging stuff, graffiti, they call it tagging, and just, wilding out, having fun. But he was like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. He's like, this guy literally has a plan to, get a place. And I'm like, if I had more time, what other stuff could he talk about? And a lot of people don't get it like that because, a lot of us are not focused, have that mindset to do certain things because we looking at things, what they say, the glass half full.
Yeah.
You just taking things as it go. And that type of mindset, man, a lot of people don't carry. That's why, I always talk about that knowledge of self. And I always go run down about that because with having knowledge of self, you understand the obstacles that you got to deal with and have a knowledge of self, knowing that, certain things got to be done, even if it's the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing with the intention because you already know what's going to happen behind you doing this wrong thing, but it has to be done.
Right.
Yeah. And so, that rings bell with a lot of people, man, because they don't get it.
Yeah, that's a thing. They don't get it, and that's why I always tell people that when you deal with a person, especially in a relationship or a marriage, or it could be your friends and stuff, you gotta know the dynamics, and just do boxing. What's good? Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. Oh shoot, I didn't make you. Hold on. I thought I'd make you as a mod. Type something in the chat. But my thing is that it's good to have a family. Nothing wrong with that. I promote families. I promote man and woman be together. I do promote that. I do promote advocate for men, especially black men, do for self and be a better you. I do promote that, and that's never going to change. But at the same time, I would say this, and I want to talk to men. I talk in general. When you with that special one, you both had to be on the same page to work things out and be happy. You cannot let nothing get in the way. If that significant one feels a certain way, do yourselves a favor and listen to it. Don't be combative. Don't be offensive. Listen to that person. And sometimes that person don't want to deal with you because you cannot take what they say. You can't take the truth. And start making seems that it's them. You take a good look. You take a good look for yourself. Because I believe in this. I believe in any significant one. I mean, any marriage or any relationship, you should fight hard. If that person, if the good outweigh the bad, you should fight for it. It's a must. You have to fight for it, especially us as a people. But the sad thing about it, we don't want to do that, and that's why we go into turmoil within each other. And that's why I said in this space we do have great examples like Brother Ebo Sosa. We got Brother Sheed. We got Brother Ricky Williams. We do have great examples and other examples out there. Brother Art, New Style, he's married. And is there anyone that I missed? Oh, Brother Clarence McLean. I'm sorry. Shout out to Brother Clarence McLean. We do have examples out there. And they don't let nothing get in the way of the relationship or they married. Because we can say all we want. We probably know that person ain't toxic. That you probably have a toxic person right beside you and you ain't know it. And that probably a few people be draining you out for years and years and years. Or even all the certain ones that you work around with. You fail to understand that. So that's very important, y'all. But we're going to welcome family. This is family, Brother Ricky Williams. Peace to you and your family. Keep up the great work. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
What's happening?
It's not his first. It's not his first time here. I'm just letting you know right now. So cut it out with that. I'm gonna send Ricky out. Keep on talking. I'm gonna send Ricky out to y'all. Ricky, people be bothering me. I'm gonna send him out to Brother Ronnie too. Yo, they keep bothering me. I'm gonna send these two brothers after y'all, man. Stop bothering me.
Who fucking with you?
Yeah, man. Be fucking me, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I got it, man. I'll let you know. I'll let you know offline.
Okay. Just let me know which car we taking.
Yes, sir. But shout out to Brother Ronnie and shout out to Brother Ricky. Brother Ricky and Brother Ronnie, good morning to y'all. Thanks for coming. And again, let me say it before I talk. Now, y'all seen the title, right?
Yeah.
What this says open panel, ladies and gentlemen. Am I correct? Okay, that's all I want to know. Okay. Go ahead.
I'll just say good morning to you guys. It's
good morning.
I'm getting up around and take care of business, but I want to stop through and salute you guys for doing the damn thing.
I appreciate that. Brother Ricky, good morning to you.
Welcome good morning, back. Fellas. How y'all doing, my brothers? What's going on with y'all?
Solid.
I'm good.
Hey, man. Good to hear. Good to hear, man.
I need to get that hat, though.
I'm trying to tell you, they sell them at Hot Tropics, man. Go to any Hot Tropics, they should have it, bro.
I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what we talking about? What's up, She? How you doing, bro?
Well, she driving trucks.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, man, I'm working. Yeah, I had to pull my phone out of my pocket. What's going on?
That's cool. Good, bro. Be safe.
Yeah, please be safe. Man, I'm just going through certain things. You know, I'm just browsing certain things. Us as a people, we need to change, and you know, us as men, we gotta be in order and make the change for the better. And the families and stuff. It's just that for me, and you know, that's why I'm glad the brothers is up here because it's meant for y'all to be here today. And I wish women come up here too, but I'm not gonna get into that. No, I ain't gonna do that. But I could say this that I can tell. Let me talk about these brothers up here. These brothers stay on their core,
Okay.
and sometimes that you hear the message is hard, but sometimes we need to hear that to do better. And then these not brothers not just strive for us as men to be better. They want family. They strive the families to be better. And you look at a brother Ricky Williams. You look at brother She. They are married. So I don't want nobody to be telling me it doesn't work. It doesn't. Yes, it does work if you put in the work and to understand as men. They gotta lead, and being a leader is not easy in this system, but they have proven that it does work. You got brother Prince, he doing his thing, and brother Ronnie is doing his thing. I'm gonna mention myself too, but I'm gonna be a humble guy, so that's the way I am. But in my own way, I'm doing the damn thing too. It has to be a time. Do you want better? How hard you gonna fight to do better? What does it take to fight to do better? I could say for myself, it's hell. But I was in hell for temporarily. But look what I am right now. And you cannot think just for the moment. You gotta think for the long haul. You gotta think for the future. And each of these brothers, in their own way, have talked about it. But in this space, it's like somebody hit you with the bottle and you're bleeding. And you refuse to go to the hospital. And you wonder why I be around some toxic people draining you out. They never had love for you. Do you want somebody? Do you want to be with somebody that encourage you, that see the potential in you? Yeah, you gotta do the work for yourself. No doubt about that. Self-reliance is very important. But you want to be around somebody like, yeah, cheer you on. That even like in your lowest moment, I'm talking about the women now, that woman right there, I'm right here, I got you. Or that brother, I got you. But in this space, as I understand outside, I get outside. I get it. But inside the space, there are brothers and some sisters in here that are stand up for right. And there are some trying to. And for me, personally, it pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It pissed me the fuck off. Because we the one doing the work. We the one experiencing through trials and tribulations. We the one pushing this to help others. And they all did. Nah, ain't working like that. Other number one grinder. No. You got older ones in here ain't doing squat diddly. But you want to chase Gerber panties. It's true. Then you got grown women. Oh, I don't want that man and stuff like that. But you want to chase little boy got Pampers. Making sense to me? Oh, you making it up? No, I'm not making nothing up. Cause I always say, visual gotta be clear. Gotta work on your authentic listening. I always say it. And like I said before, my late father used to say it though. If the elephant gonna come towards you, you're gonna run. But if you stand right there, you deserve to get stepped on. And I'm saying this. Each of these brothers up here, and even the ones in the chat, in their own way, is bringing things to impact your lives for the better. If you're not hearing what they saying, I'm telling y'all, let their asses go. There's a sanitation truck. Put their asses in there, wrap their ass up, and let it be. Because I don't protect toxic people. Hell no. Anybody want to build on that, please? Y'all go right ahead while I drink my mint tea.
I was just talking to my boy D about this not even 15 minutes ago, bro. Right? The truth of the matter is it's our fault, God. Right? We continue to allow everybody in these spaces. Right? It's just weird how, and shout out to my boy Ronnie, he was there last night. Right? The assumption is that men are invading women's spaces. That we're moving into feminine spaces when they're the one coming into ours, these spaces that we had to discuss our issues, questions, and quandaries as men. And this is why I'm at with it. Why are we continuing to trying to help people that like what the way things are? Right? I was on 3 panels yesterday, and y'all know I preach the same stuff, and I call it preaching because that's what it is sounding like. You know, preaching falls on deaf ears most times. Right? And the answers I got, or the impression I'm getting, is that modern women, they don't want traditional. So why we keep trying to teach and preach something to them they don't want? The new guys want 50-50. They want to be in a partnership and, and continue to go through these situations with their woman, even though in the same breath, these women and men that have these conversations say nature plays a huge part. I can't listen to a man because my nature wants to be dominated, right? My man has to be dominant. He has to give me something to listen to, right? A man will tell you, hey, in my nature, I want to hit these many chicks, right? So I want to be, so again, if they're such creatures to their nature, why don't we just leave them to it?
Well, see, that creature to the set nature, the Hades nature and hell nature, that lower self-control and their whole self. It's 80-20, man. 80% high, 20% low for the balance. Women don't even understand they are the balance of nature. You're just the balance of nature. The masculine principle is the power bearer and the carrier and the protection and the cultivation of nature. See, the woman is supposed to just nurture nature, nurture our children, make them kids be best they can be, no matter what profession. Everybody want to rap. Everybody want to ball. But nobody wants to be the next Jeff Bezos. Nobody wants to be.
Well, I'll say it like this. I agree with Ricky and what the brother's saying. I don't believe in offering relationship welfare. And this is what you got. A lot of chicks who want that to happen. I want things a certain way. I'll give you femininity installments, and they approach relationships like game show hosts. If you play these games, you go to the next one, or I'll give you this cheap ass prize. And men worth their salt, we're not going for that. And I salute Ricky also and say, look, I'm this dude who is going against the grain and said, what I'm doing, I'm making things happen. And you guys say that's unbelievable. They want to live the Barbie dream house life with no work, no effort. I just want to sit with my box of wine and my bullshit, and you do the 12 labors of Hercules, and you're still disposable. That's what modern women are doing today. So that's why I don't believe in rewarding bad behavioral mindsets. And I said it last night in my way, but maybe I needed to be a little more blunt about it. I believe Michael called me out in the comment section. And you're right.
Mm.
I do believe I need to be more black and white with it. Because, yeah, I can be eloquent about it, but you know what? Sometimes you got to get your knuckles bloody. Call it for what it is. Feeling so separately. But this shit we got out here is bullshit. That's why we have ethnic outposts out here. Our communities are fucked up. Kids running wild. And you have people who benefit from our dysfunction out here. And they refuse to see and accept that. That is bullshit to me. Just tired.
That's true. That's true, man. I mean, the way Ricky put it, simple and plain, you know, they want to be treated modern. I mean, they want to be treated traditional, but they want to have modern ways about the way they handle and do
Yeah.
things. So you
Anybody hear
can't.
me?
It's yeah, we can hear you now, Prince. Yeah, you can't have them both, man. It's one or the other, and you know, like they say, stupid people play stupid games and get stupid prizes. You can't sit here and want everything and don't want to give anything. You know, where are you gonna go? You can't even go to a job and want $1 million paycheck, but just sit there and do no work. You know, even CEOs and entry level, everybody has to do something. Unless your job is just to sit in a chair as a chair tester, and you still doing something at that because you physically have to sit in the chairs to test them. So at every given point, you have to do something in order to, you know, retain money or anything, relation, regard, you know. And a lot of people, they have that situation where they got it mixed up, thinking that, hey, I could do whatever I want.
I'm
I
back. I'm
mean,
back. Let me get this out. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Dark, is yours truly, the #1 grinder. This is morning real talk part 41. We got the brothers up here. This is family. That's all I'm gonna say. I say your names later on. But this is family up here. All right. And this is really appreciate your brothers. I love your brothers. Yeah, I say it. I love your brothers. Fuck that. You don't like it. Everybody outside don't like it. I don't give a fuck. They can't kick my ass. So I ain't worried about it. But I love your brothers. And I just want to let you know, each and every one of y'all, I do appreciate them. I want y'all to see my face. I really appreciate y'all in your own way to help me to be in existence. And I love y'all and I appreciate that you took the time to understand what the #1 grinder is bringing to the table.
I
Maybe it's
want to
different,
goddamn eat.
huh? What? What happened? But I just want to appreciate you. I just want to let you know that I really do. And then y'all got my blessings, and I back you up. And I mean from the bottom of my heart, anybody that is going to I'm there. I'm just letting you know. Yeah, Queen, you want to come up? I'm just letting you know. Stick to the subject. Stick to the subject. I'm gonna send you the link, but stick to the subject. Y'all keep on building while I send the link out.
It's like I said, man, this is where I'm at with it, bro. Like, segregation is necessary. Segregation is necessary and needed among our own people. Right? Shout out to Logic, bro. We need to get our tribes together. The community is dead, y'all. It's buried, it's RIP'd. And it's not coming back, bro. The damage is undoable. It's done. It's broken. Right? We've heard certain stories in religions. It says the chosen ones, right? The 144,000, right? That's where we're at. Y'all don't want to believe me, but that's where we're at because the I think people honestly don't understand the gravity of the situation. I understand people, we come on YouTube and they talk about it and stuff like that, but I honestly think y'all don't understand the gravity of the situation. Socially, politically, this thing it's about to collapse and crumble. And if you don't have a tribe, you're gonna fail. If it doesn't fail politically, it's gonna fail socially.
It's already failing socially.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So the end is nigh. It's near. It's just a matter. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when.
It's a matter of time.
Right? And we're sitting up here trying to save everybody when everybody doesn't have it. They look. They don't. The new ways don't work. I don't care what nobody say. And the proof of concept is this, right? Even though these young people or these modern female and modern women, they tell you the rules in the game and how they're fucked up and skewed, they still continue to play them as if that's the only choice they have. That's how you know the proof of concept, right? They will continue to do this because their belief system is ingrained in it. And that's what people don't understand. If you can't change your mind, you can't change anything. You have to be able to change your mind first. And we come up here, it's been what, 2 years now, Sheed? 2 years now, JT?
Talking about what, as far as
that we've been in these spaces talking the same thing.
it's been more for me. JT been around since the first manosphere broke out. What, in about 15?
Okay.
I've been here for 16 years. So yeah.
Right. So
yeah, along the way, yes.
So again, we're the lessons are falling upon deaf ears, guys. Right. What I'm about to do, like I said, my instruction is for the people who really want a traditional relationship at this point. My instruction is for the women who actually want to break away from this stuff and learn to be a better, try to be a better wife. For the men who want to be better husbands and better fathers, right? Anybody else, I'm not spending, you getting blocked. You're not welcomed here. I'm not going to continue to allow these people in my spaces. It doesn't matter if it's on my channel, on Lapeef, or what, anywhere I control where I got a wrench, I'm blocking you. Go make your own space. They're impeding the progress of people who actually want to listen. Because again, no matter what nobody says, everybody's fighting their own demons. We all got our own shit. Right? I'm actually trying to teach people who are looking to learn. I'm simply trying to have you guys bypass the pain, the hurt, the loss, and the mistakes that I went through for you to get to a place that you want to end up anyway. That's all I'm trying to do. Right? Your relationship can be greater than mine because you will never have to rebuild trust. You will never have to, make up and reconcile the hurt. I'm trying to save y'all these steps. Right? But I'm not going to keep trying to help people who don't want my help. I'm not going to keep trying to talk to people who don't want to listen. I'm not going to keep trying to talk to people who listen just to rebut and make issues and drama. I'm not going to keep doing that. I'm not going to keep doing it.
No, so I agree with that. Because I think it's futile to try to save a lot of shitbirds. They make a concerted effort to remain broken, make excuses, justifications, these outliers. Look, I'm not Captain Saberho, male or female. Been here long enough to know I use parts of my life, hard lessons I learned as examples to avoid pitfalls from guys my junior or even my peers. Mm-hmm. And if it falls on deaf ears, so be it.
Yeah.
So it's just stressful trying to beat a dead horse and trying to drag it to the river like the horse is dead.
Yeah, I remember. Maybe Brother Ronnie, you don't remember. I remember one time Ronnie, he came. I think we had underrated men's talk. You probably don't remember, but I remember. And it was I was talking about my experience. He said, "Hey, what happened? You left New York, Virginia." I said, "I don't know." So I said, "Fuck it. I'm going to talk about it." And it was this guy, you know, he said, man, you know, so you know, Ronnie said, unrated, fuck him. If he don't want to listen, if he fail to understand your struggle, your experience, you have to overcome it. Fuck him. Fuck him. Drop his ass. And I never forget this. Even it was one time Ricky too. Ricky had to come to me underrated. Let him fuck him. They don't want to listen. Fuck him. You pulling all this shit out. Fuck him. And we gotta have brothers have to come to us and say fuck him. I'm being honest because sometimes like see. We want to help. I got Queen. I got you. Just give me some time. I'm gonna get you in. I got to get this out. We have to have brothers that advocate because sometimes we in a situation we wants to help, but sometimes when you in a situation you don't see it as a person see from the outside in, and so sometimes when they give that message, fuck them. You gotta pay attention to that shit. And I had to pay attention to that shit. Yeah. You're a no good no motherfucker. Fuck you. You want to drown? I'ma help you drown. Go with the alligators. Let them eat your ass up. And that's the way I feel. And it's true. It's true. These brothers were saying it's true. We're gonna get the queen up in the piece of here. Welcome. Introduce yourself, please.
Good morning. How is everybody?
All right.
Yeah, good morning, sister. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, sis? How you doing?
I'm chilling.
What's going on, Queen?
Nothing much. I'm listening because I'm a little unsure exactly what this topic is.
Ask away.
What is the topic?
It's an open panel. We just out here speaking on it.
Open panel, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
The
okay.
discussion right now that we're talking about is basically within the community. You know, how the women and the men, you know, carry themselves, and you know, go from there.
I think everybody out here acting like assholes. That's just my opinion. But you know.
Well, I said we can't call it community no more. So I said ethnic outpost because we got rugged individuals doing what they do.
But then I would ask you, has there ever been a community? And when was that?
Long time ago.
It was.
We moved different. We took care of business, protected our own.
Within our lifetime, son, Kiss, no.
No.
There hasn't been a community in decades, no.
Decades, right.
Since like what? The 60s?
Possibly.
I could say this for me. I'm a 60 baby, 66. I could say the community was going. To be honest with you, I know people gonna be like, "You remember when you was 5?" Yeah, I remember when I was 5. If y'all remember the Black Panthers, back in 71, 72. And when they was blamed for something they didn't do, it was a shootout in New York. And I would say then the community was gone then. And I was 5. I was like 5 or 6, something like that. And so the Black community to me, I'm just saying for me, was playing catch up. But we was getting strike out. And never came back. I know I talk about community, yes, in my own way, but I'm talking about the broader community. It's gone, and then we let other evil vices in the system take over. And also we have scholars in the past had warned us about it, and we didn't take heed. We didn't apply it. And this is where we at right now. So
Say the least. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying one last thing. So it's been going for decades. I said that the only real time was when I was born in '66. Within the
And you're
'60s, I
supposed to
say.
be flipping the game on you. What that means? They was the origins, originals of racism. Now you got today's you got people playing the racism card on Kyrie Irving, Kanye West. That's the saying there. The new so-called white supremacists now. But that's what they saying they're doing. You talking about never again, never forget, not gonna allow oppressive words to be spoken against me. So they flipping it on now. They flipping it on to 6% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
We choose to ignore. We choose to ignore history. What Malcolm said, history rewards our research. So if you know your history, you'll never repeat it again. We do certain things like ancestors would say. Why? The black men and black women did not mess with the oppressed woman and man because you was not going to react slavery. So now, because of the buck breaking situations back in slavery, now you're just choosing now to be buck breaking. Now you're making the choice to be buck break now. You got to right. We more in mental and spiritual slavery than we actually in physical slavery now. Ancestors told me a long time ago, back in 1990.
What was that?
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta repeat that again, bro. You got broken up. Broken
I
up.
think he cut out. Might be
Okay.
driving or something.
Yeah, hitting the dead spot, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
So, all these different groups. Now, maybe I missed something, but I don't necessarily remember them working together as one cohesive unit. They all pretty much did their own thing. So, but the work that they did benefited the collective. So, wouldn't we always have been pretty much tribal in nature? And maybe just now we just don't have no leadership that we follow in our different so-called tribes.
I mean, it's always been like that, because I don't even see to a point where one so-called community within itself, they all work together as one. They've always had their tribes and come together for the greater good, and it's always been like that. You have different families, saying at least me being a dad and Ricky, being a father as well. We both could have the best family, but everybody outside could have the worst because we carry ourselves a certain way than everybody else, and it could be vice versa. But that's the whole thing. That's why the pockets of Boule and all these other organizations were developed to kind of, set the difference between certain individuals and certain people within the culture. Because the community, just because we call it the community, it's not one. It's never been one. Even back to during the slavery, you had certain slaves would tell on other slaves for running away or just for their own, gain to the big house. So it's always been about tribes.
Right. So when we say the community there, what exactly is we talking about? Because the only thing I see is the lack of leadership.
Well, the community, when you talk, I'm gonna be quick. When you talk about the community being dead, I mean, technically, it's not. I mean, you still have the same pockets throughout. You have people, Robert F. Smith and other people of wealth that do for the community. Then you have the others of fame, ball players and entertainers, the jesters of the community to try to, put us in the mind frame of they are leaders. But just like they say, I heard a guy say, we kings and queens, and the entertainers and the ball players are just the jesters to, to keep us entertained and try to motivate us. But go ahead.
Now, I'm just asking because people say the community is dead, and I'm like, well, when was there ever a community? Because I remember separations of different groups. I don't have any recollection of, the Black Panthers teaming up with MLK and stuff like that. Everybody pretty much did their own thing in their own little pockets. They made up where they made up, but they did their own thing in their own pockets, and we benefited collectively. And from where I see it, it just seems like we don't have no valid leadership. Because when I was growing up, what we had, Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, sis. The thing is that I think, and exactly what you say, I agree 100%, especially when you make the point of the Black Panthers, MLK. The truth is that further segregation is needed within our own people. Like you said, I don't believe there's a community. I think that shit doesn't exist. I wish it's a talking. At this point, the fact is, it is a talking point. You know what I mean? We have to separate again, so at that point leadership can be established. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at this point, so for the example I want to use is this, right? People trust information from certain functions, right? From certain factions, right? So if you got a message that's coming here, I mean, forget that. I guess the best argument is the modern women and the modern relationships and traditional relationships, right? I think that's kind of what we talk about most on here, right? So we have this one faction of people saying, hey, no matter what y'all say, no matter what you do, right, that shit's dead. This is how it works, and this is how we're going to proceed forward. Those people need to be with those people that align with that, right?
Right.
You also have the people who say, hey, tradition works, we should do it this way. People that believe that should align with that. Because again, no matter what we're saying, certain people are looking for certain results. So again, these people, if y'all happy with the way it's coming out, if y'all okay with that, that should be y'all faction. That should be y'all community, so to say, right? And if you believe this side works, we need to get each other out of each other's spaces. I think that's the problem, because it causes confusion within each space, right? And this the way I do it. This the way I believe. Let's do it and see who gets the results they want, right? Let's see what happens when you get older and then the game's dead. You know, the theorem that you believe to be true is dead and buried, and let's see which side you want to go to. But this is what I'm saying. I'm saying after the games are dead and buried, and then at this point you want to come float on the other side. No, keep your ass over there.
Right. You didn't help bake this bread.
Right. So why should you get a slice? Right. And that's why I honestly feel that people don't understand again about the modern game. The modern game, y'all think y'all supposed to just be able to play in it, and there's no rules. Right? When men expect to be respected, but you're not a leader. Men expect to be respected, but you're not providing a space for your woman to be a lady. Right? Women expect you to take care of them, but you're not a woman. Right? But they keep telling us, sis, that they agree that this is the way it is and this is the way it's gonna be. Fine, keep that ass over there then.
Yeah.
Don't come over here invading our spaces with women and men who looking to understand how a traditional relationship works and how it can benefit both parties. Right? Stay out of this conversation, and we'll stay out your conversation. That's what I'm about to start doing. I'm about to get out y'all conversation.
Up top.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. And, you know, let me add this on too. And Brother Ronnie and she talk about it. Ricky too. Do you know in this space, traditional and heterosexual in this space is a curse, is a bad word. I'm not lying. People could say all they want to. That's a bad, those two words are bad words. And what Sister Queen's talking about, what Brother Ricky talking about, what Brother Ronnie's talking about, his brother She, I could tell you right now, I know what I'm talking about. Like brother Ronnie saying, Ronnie been in the space longer than I have, but he knows what I'm talking about. Those words are bad. So, like Brother Ricky saying, you keep what I say, like going back like to sanitation. So we just best bag their asses up. And you stay your ass there with the trash. Simple as that. I agree. Keep on building.
That's what I meant by relationship welfare. They go out here, do what they do, And then when they find out their plan fucks up, now they want some benefits and some support. So I agree with Ricky. Like, no, you chose to stay over there. Let your ass rot. You don't respect leadership. You don't respect structure. You don't respect guidance or direction. You just want to be given grace for cheap. It's not going to work. No. We're not going to make concessions for you just because you want to go out there and fuck your life up and everything like that. Now you come over here and it's all good. No. You don't want to put no work in. You ain't going to respect it.
Nope. And I'm gonna go one thing better. If you got toxic family members, if you got toxic friends, and then the ones you work with, you keep your asses away too. All the above. Keep your asses away.
Well, the thing is, I mean, you're not supposed to give them an option. You're supposed to have discernment. Read the room. If that's what you're talking about, that you're strong on, cool. I know where to put you. You put yourself there. And I'm going to respect your space. You're going to respect my distance, though. So I'll be cordial, but I don't reward insurgents. I do not. Paid heavily trying to do that. No, sir. No.
All day.
That's even like a lot of these channels, man. It's certain people that have channels that, you know, they're wanting the demanding of respect and all this, but I'm going out.
No, you good.
Oh, okay. But it's just like they're not trying to, you know, do the same, you know. And when it comes down to it, I've had, you know, situations with a couple of guys that run channels, and, you know, not trying to shoot at them, but they've always, every situation I've been in, every particular person on YouTube, they've always jumped the gun and, you know, kind of, how can I put this? Just basically, I don't even want to say it, jump the gun and, you know, kind of overthink what was going on. Was it really that? I'm just going to say the least. You know, it's just a misunderstanding. You misunderstood what was probably said or the way you felt, because what I said was intentional and I meant it. You know, even to a one approach to a situation because I'm friends with another person and you beefing with them, then you got a problem with me. And like I tell guys, if you got a problem with somebody on YouTube, you gonna talk to them. I'm not gonna stop being their friend because that's your business. That's your situation you gotta deal with. You know, and a lot of people, you know, they fail to realize this is the internet, you know, and if you couldn't do that to your friends in real life to stop talking to the other friend you beef with, what make you think you can have somebody online to do a difference? You know, and it's like, if I got a problem with somebody, I'm just having a problem with somebody. I'm not going to try to go at another person, make them choose a side. It's not that serious. And I always told people, you know, to a degree, when I get into it with situations, to me it's entertaining with a lot of people on YouTube because I could just not go on your page, not look at your stuff, and I'm good. If you're in the situation where I'm at, I'll leave if I feel a little heat or whatever. Other than that, I'm just gonna stay and chill because, you know, I'm not gonna, you know, interrupt anybody else's panel, and that's what I'm talking about, stuff like that. You know, if you got an issue, keep it over there. Same thing with Ricky saying about the situation with people coming on panels trying to wreck it up. You know, honestly, when I came into, you know, the areas of the manosphere, just over there, not being in the manosphere, but just, you know, like I said, I never called myself a manosphere guy, but at the same time, with me coming into the space and talking with those guys, I looked at it as a big brotherhood. And, you know, all I got was good information. And then the other side came out about relations. I was like, whoa, is that bad out here? You know, I can understand situations that people go through, but when it comes down to it, every man has to stand on his own 2 feet. Your situation not the same as mine. You know, like I laugh at the guys when they kind of get on me about my wife, about marrying a single woman. I mean, a single mother. And I tell them, you know, I always say, 16 years in now, I'm doing pretty good for myself to, you know, marry a single mother. Then I asked them about their relationship. They haven't had a woman, in the last 5 years or so. And I'm like, so who's technically winning? Not saying that my life is better than yours, but I'm kind of, moving around the way I want. I don't have to garner like all this fear stuff. My friends laugh at me when I'm out at 3, 4 in the morning, and my wife not calling. Hey, get home now. And we don't move like that in our house. I'm a responsible man, and I do responsible things, and she knows where I'm at. That say the least. Oh, I don't tell no woman where I'm at. I do what I want. No, that's not how things work. Just like your woman, if she goes out and she tells you where she at, the same thing rule applies. You down in I'm in Atlanta, and just so happens something happens, I'm getting locked up in Tallahassee. She gonna wonder what am I doing in Tallahassee? And that's common courtesy for anybody. Even with your parents, you go out, you tell your parents, I'm gone, I'm going this and that. It's like the maturity level of a mindset is lost, and so therefore the rage and like I always talk about this society standards put me into doing whatever society say needs to be done. Society standards basically ruin the community because so-called things were put in front of us, and we bit the fruit until it was all gone.
Okay. Yeah, that is true. And on the other side of it, just too, is that I asked this question at the beginning of the live that I started this morning. And I answered this question. I said, when is the time that we're going to do better? But I have to understand this too. There are some you cannot ask that question. Can't.
What's the question you can't ask?
No. I want you to hear it one more time, Queen. I did ask a question that when is the time that we could do better? And I will elaborate more while we's talking about it, what Brother Ricky is talking about, what Brother Ronnie is talking about, what Brother Prince is talking about, what Brother She is talking about. I have to remind myself there are some you cannot ask that question. Gotta let it be. Gotta let it be. Gotta let it be. It's like if I can't pull the donkey while I'm trying, that's the way I look at it.
Well, they'll say even in the scripture, let the dead bury the dead. If you're addicted to being a patient, if you see the monies in the mediocrity and you enjoy that, do your thing. There are guys and women. We're talking about legit women who support the concept or the institution of family, who understand the importance of legacy, trust, things of that nature. All this relationship fluff you're hearing out there, there's too many people who putting a wish list on there. They're not being people who are able to facilitate these things that they're demanding. Just like Ricky said, pick a lie. Y'all just been, talking out of both sides of your ass and think someone's supposed to take you seriously. That it's just ridiculous to the point where we don't have that time for lip service because too many people, you got guys worrying about getting access to ass or chicks out here worrying about a dude, not being this unicorn type of man. And people are ignoring the fact that we're getting fucked repeatedly in different means and ways as a people and individuals. They're not looking at the bigger picture. So if you want to be stuck on Stuka, stay there. It's not my business.
What's a unicorn man?
This dude he's 6 figures or better. Mm-hmm. He has all these creator player stats. And then they come back and they come out there, present themselves like a bag of shit, and he's supposed to repeat it.
Oh, they jam. Somebody jamming.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah,
He's supposed to be this. He's supposed to be this big ass superhero. Meanwhile, she could serve as selective kryptonite. Those two things cannot work together. You can't be a victorious victim and it can be taken seriously. And that's what you see out here. Men or female, it's just bullshit.
yeah.
I'm gonna be real quick. I
Right.
just did a video about this where they literally have an app or a website that you go to, I believe, but you actually, as a woman, she can go there and put in the data, like the age range in which she want to have a man, put the amount of money, the like his fitness, his size, like his height, all that into this calculator, and the calculator will give her the odds of a potential mate. And I asked this one lady, I was just being curious, asked her, and it told me that she got a 4.6, probability of finding a man like that.
You're echoing, bro. You're echoing. Oh, okay. Probably getting fixed.
But yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
Are you done? Okay. Anybody else? Y'all got keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it was just funny. Like I said, I was just looking at it, and they were saying that you get to a percentage, like a 4 point out of 100%, 4.6% to find a man that's 5. I think she said 5'8", 5'8", between the ages of 40 to 45, and to at least make, and this was a low number. She said at least make about 40 to 50,000. And I'm like, dang, that's low compared to most women wanting like 60 to 100. She only wanted to do to make about 40 to 50,000. And I think the height, which no, it wasn't a height. I think it was the weight that threw the thing off. Because once she said that she didn't want an obese guy because they have a checkbox for obese and they have a certain weight limit, and it gives you a percentage. Like within that age range, between 40 and 45, she has a 4.6% chance of finding a man that makes that money, is in good shape, and that height. And the crazy part about it is with that site, it goes off the I think they said like statistics from the census or something like that. So this is pretty much accurate.
That's because they taken already.
Yeah.
She waited too late.
Exactly. Yep.
I don't know. Respectfully, I smell bullshit in a sense.
Yeah.
How's it that you're ultra picky and you keep picking the wrong motherfuckers? I just don't get it.
And they still think they batting 1,000, Ronnie. Isn't that some shit? Somebody arithmetic is wrong, bro.
But
All
they
these people, man's wrong. All these people lying. Anybody that wants to be in a relationship is in one. And most of these people that's doing the talking ain't in a relationship, ain't been in a relationship, can't be in a relationship because they all got major character flaws and they don't want to deal with them. So they want to impose that on the other person rather than work on themselves. That's male and female. So I hate these conversations. It's a bunch of people that don't know what the hell they talk about running their mouth. It's ridiculous.
This is why I refer to it as the hamster wheel of failure. And they're doing wind sprints on it every day. How you expect to have a relationship when you long divorced yourself and reality? It's fucking possible. Impossible. And last night, Ricky even seen it. I made a point to like this an ex. She was going through a situation, and she asked like, "I'm sick of feeling and being like this." And I presented solution after solution after solution. And you're trying to drag someone to where they say they want to be. You get tired. I told you I got bad. I don't have room to make excuses. And it gets to the point you start cussing at that person. Like, man, you are full of shit. You do not want to be there.
Right.
If you want it, you would show it. You put in the sweat equity, and then we can work there together. I'll help you with the load. But now you're making excuses and justifications. I just got to a point where I said, fuck you. I'm good. No. We gotta stop lying. Stop lying.
And also,
some of us just full of shit.
Yeah, you know what? You took the words out of my mouth, Ronnie. Let me tell you something. I think there are people in the space like to smell their own shit. You stink, you stink. And who wants to be around stinking people? I don't. I know y'all don't. But see, they refuse to smell themselves because they don't want to clean themselves up.
You know what, JT? I kind of mentioned it last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Uber driver, and it's sad when I'm a man not accustomed to women stinking in a regular basis. That's why I mentioned it last night. I've been in a car where some women get in the car, leggings on, and have my car smell like burnt sardines and skunk oil, or they don't take care of their hygiene, or or again, it's like how they care for themselves is fucked up. So that's why when people want to sit there, oh, that's a skit, that's not real. I see this in real time. Real time.
Mm-hmm.
For somebody lying.
Hell no. Yeah, they lying to themselves. First thing they lying to is themselves.
All these women do not have it together. All these dudes are not making six figures or whatnot. And you don't have to do all that. Just have principles, purpose, and discipline to work on yourself. You can start getting have that emotional intelligence. And me and Ricky and a number of us have seen is we got pushed back over dumb shit. Bullshit talking points of, well, it don't feel this way. Leadership does not feel good all the fucking time. We have to do some of the shit that we don't want to do. But to get to where we need to be, we got to go through that shit. It's about endurance. And adversity will expose either the man in you or the bitch in you.
Either one.
Either one. But you can't get mad at what you see. You got to change it or accept it.
Yeah, and you know also too that for me, or what I can say is for me is that I remember a long time ago when I was going through some serious stuff. Thank God I got through it. And I asked myself, JT, are you tired to smell your own shit? When you going to clean your own shit? Literally in my life, I had to clean my own shit up. And look at me right now. I'm with like-minded people. So it can be done if you're willing to put in the work. But there's going to be certain times it's going to be dark. But you're going to get through it. It's a must you have to. If you want to strive to do better, it must happen. And you're not going to have a lot of people in your corner. You're not going to have that. I'm telling y'all, experience. Just a few here and there. You get through it. And that's the problem in this space. They fail to understand that. They don't want, I'm sorry, let me change that. They don't want to understand that. And that's you know, I said it's sad, but you know, that's why it's so important. Now, which panel was it last night, Brother Ricky? Yo, was you and Ronnie was in, if you don't mind asking.
New season.
Huh?
New season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm good, bro. Like
Yeah.
you ain't gonna keep telling me the same thing, bro. And me not pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the lesson I've been learning. And I ain't been listening. That's my own fault, man.
Mhm.
Like sad when you think about it, bro. But shit, sad's an emotion. It'll pass.
Yeah.
It'll pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will. It'll pass.
It passed. I remember this song back in '76. It was a disco song. Baby, let's do the cocoa motion. Da, da, da. And I had to listen to it. It was like it was a dance song. It was a international hit. But I thought about that song the '76 when it came out '76. But when I kept up thinking about it, it's so rare. I thought about this song throughout the years, and it let me know that people were doing the same dance to the cocoa motion, and they were doing the same thing. But I always say, where's the change? The music was changing, but the dance was still doing the cocoa motion, and it was like doing the same thing. I'm like, what about the change? And it wasn't when I song came out. Shout out to you, Arab Black. So when that song entered my mind just now, a lot of people a lot of people dancing that cocoa motion, and they don't want to change, and that's the sad thing
Yeah,
about it.
where's the evolution at?
Yeah,
You're
yes.
not evolving. You're deep. You're not evolving. You're devolving. You're going backwards.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know. Now, like I said earlier, for my internet started acting a fool for some reason. Historically, as individuals in America, we are you could say the richest melanated group in the world in America, right? But what does it mean? It doesn't mean anything because the core value system, you dropped it. So you sold your soul for the bankroll. We always had a song. You ever seen your soul for the jelly roll? You don't sold your soul. You got the European practitioners of Judaism running around here letting anti-Semitic music go through. But if you ask the question, why are you letting that anti-Semitic music go through, they're gonna shut you down at their platform, you hit you with the cat of nine tails across your back, and strip you of them dead white hypocrite greenbacks and all your assets that you built along the way, just for asking the question why. And you're not even asking them the question, you're really asking our people the question, why we keep falling for it. You know, why is we sitting around here, digressing? We talk about, Martin Luther King made a mistake. Okay, he made one, but he corrected it and he got shot. So why there nobody took the baton and went further?
That's the question.
You there? You had the Black Panther Party.
Easy question to answer.
The Black Panther Party, the only thing that was wrong with them, they was talking communism and socialism, and nobody was trying to hear that because that was against the teaching of the one that preached of the modern leaders at that time. We weren't talking socialism. We were talking the playing field we got to play on, which is capitalism, which as Marcus Garvey was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because why you bring up Marcus? Well, Marcus is the one that inspired Elijah Muhammad when his name was Elijah Poole. It also the one that preached his parents of Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying, were members of the UNIA.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Martin even went to St. Anne's, Jamaica in 1965 and studied the Garvey teachings and came back, started talking nationalism and unionization and going to get to that UN to get that check.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to hear nothing about it. You got guys on here don't know nothing about that man, and that man was a businessman. He knows it take corporations, it take mass production, because he came to go study under one of the originators of the Industrial Revolution. You know, Booker T. Washington. So he wanted to come down here and get with him so we can do that.
And
What you saying about the question?
Oh, the question is easy to answer because no man wants to get killed for a futile reason.
Yeah.
Right? The truth of the matter is black leaders get killed.
Yeah.
Come on, now let's be honest. This is my opinion on it. You know, I might be wrong. Shit, I'm not above it. Right?
Yeah.
This is like the example I like to use in a nutshell to put it in a microcosm is like Trayvon Martin and the dude that killed him, right? The dude that deleted him.
Yeah. Zimmerman.
Yeah. Now, see, if it was me and my family, Zimmerman goes to no trial.
Out of there.
See, but listen, but where does that leave my family?
Struggling.
You see what I'm saying? And like I said, our community, right? They listen to what I'm saying. I need y'all to listen. For real. Put your listening ears on.
Hear what I said.
Are you beating on people now?
Right? What we'll support everything that doesn't really give us value. I'm talking about spiritually and monetarily. Right? Y'all support everything that'll give you nothing in return. Absolutely nothing. Right? But the things that y'all supposed to support that will actually change the paradigm, y'all shit on it. Y'all shit on it. Y'all laugh at it. Y'all look at it like it's nothing. Right?
Yeah.
That man, so let's say in the example, again, these things that happen between individuals, right? That people want to use as a social movement. Trayvon Martin, your thing down in Missouri, George Floyd, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Zimmerman would have got deleted, that man should never have to pay for another honey bun or Twinkie in his life. Right? If this man go do 8 years or 10 years for manslaughter or whatever, why should his wife have to struggle with the mortgage? Right? Because that man sent the message for every single one of us, right? Because it's funny how when it happens, everybody want to jump in the bucket with it, right? This is what they doing to us. This is what they doing to us. This is what they doing to us. But nobody want to take care of that family.
Nope.
Right? Nobody, if that man's 10 toes in the ground, y'all celebrate him, but y'all wouldn't take care of his wife and his other kids. Y'all wouldn't take care of the mortgage and the car note. Y'all wouldn't send this man nothing on his books or support him when he doing them days.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to provide a message when y'all provide nothing for me. I was supposed to be a leader when y'all provide nothing for me. That's why I lead my own.
There's one thing that Charleston White said, what he's talking about. He said, all our great leaders died broke. You know, even went into a sense where Malcolm was talking to his wife and was having a discussion with her, and she was looking at him saying that, you know, I know you under the leadership of the nation, but the thing is this: if whatever happens to you, what's gonna be of me and the kids?
Yeah.
You know, and look what happened. You know, people do a little bit, a little here, a little there. You know, it's not spoken. It's not nothing major.
It's not enough.
You had a guy, the owner of Little Caesars, paid Rosa Parks bills all the way up until her demise. Her where she stayed at, her medicine, and this was a white guy. Didn't nobody know about it. Didn't even broadcast it. He just did it. He said, this great lady needs to be taken care of. Then you had the other guy, I think it's Clark. I forgot the guy name. Had holes in his suit, holes in his shoes. Went and did major speeches, you know, focusing on the community. building and uplifting. The guy barely had money to get to the event. They made it to where he just had enough money to get there, and, you know, put a little money in his pocket, but they were charging thousands for the seats. And in the end, a lot of them died broke. You know, that's one thing I say
I
about
mean, me
Charleston.
broke.
Yeah, John.
Shit.
Yeah, John Henry Clark. You talking
John
about
Henry,
John
that's
Henry
him.
Clark?
Yep,
See,
that's him.
Dr.
That's him.
Ben too. I
Yeah,
remember
all
Shorty
of them.
used to
he
go
had
take
and
socks to the
and
nursing
one
home.
phrase.
Also Vernon Jones too.
Yeah, he had one phrase that resonated with me to this day. He said, "Whatever spirituality, religion you practice, ain't nothing wrong with it. But if it ain't a liberation theology, you need to throw it in the garbage can of humanity." That means that if you is not a liberation Christian like Martin or Marcus Messiah Garvey, if you're not a liberation Muslim like Elijah Poole and Malcolm X, if you're not even, you know, that's the name of few, then you need to throw that spirituality ain't for you. If you run around here claiming that you Christian, you still doing and you doing everything against the word that you're supposed to be professing and you're supposed to be living, then you need to drop that, man. You know, it's like what Charles E. Dutton said on Minister Society. If he says Allah has got to make my son a better man than Jesus can, God be with him. I back that 100%. See, when Malcolm came back from his Mecca journey, he came back and said, your religion, your spirituality is you. We got to get out here and do this work. We got to be on a nationalism of a political, social political nationalism about what we need to be fulfilled as a race. And another thing he said, you ain't going to get nothing until you clean yourself up. You're not going to get a reparations until you emancipate and proclamate your own self and your own manhood and your own womanhood. These words are a free language, which by the Kemetic text would be called the Mahakaru, which is a strong, victorious language, a verbal communion. What you put in is what you put out. What you profess is what you gonna be. And you got to be about that. So if he's sitting around here complaining about a black man complaining about the woman and all the woman is by the historical and natural and liberation theology context is a helpmeet. And she don't want to help and meet whatever the 20% that I lack. She gets her ass on. Move on to the one that's going to do that. Opposite way around. So she do not want to instill the value system that you have. She ain't the woman for you. What are we talking about here? What are we complaining about? I'm not with this bitches and complaining about these women. That's why when I talk about in a victorious way. You don't want to be like Leona B. You don't want to be like Hal Lord when they came together and made it. I'm talking to cats about they don't want privatized Social Security. I gave them the instant mathematics, dumb nigga. You're not about solutions. You're about complaining about the condition. I'm about improving the condition. If I got to suffer, I want the next 15 generations to prosper in the human experience as a melanated human being. So I'm tired of these bullshit ass, trivial ass, remedial ass, bitch ass conversations.
Oh, Lord.
You an incel because you don't want to goddamn. You an incel because you don't want to improve yourself. You a woman, you want to be, you a tramp, you a slut, you a hoe because you didn't want to follow that. Probably the first man you met was probably the man you got. When you understand the holiest biblios, which that's really the name of the Bible, which is the sum book, which is the book of enlightenment, they says in the Bible that a woman is only guaranteed one man in her life. And on the way she get another one, if that man of God dies, she might get another one. A lot of you women never get a man because you threw what God gave to you in the damn trash. So I'm really sick. So that's why you're in the condition that you're in. You ask, if you can really get an honest conversation, you ask a woman about how many good men you done ran in your life you done turned down. Then you over there crying to God, crying to Allah, crying to Jehovah, crying to Haru, crying to Asah, whoever you spiritual inspiring to give you your blessings in your mind and your grace and your humanity, and you getting and you shitted on him. Because he wasn't perfect. He might was 280 pounds. But the man was on his grind and he worked every day. You want white collar guys, like I said again, I'm gonna say it again. You women want white collar niggas, but that white collar man can get a contract signed, but if that blue collar ain't executing the terms of the contract by doing the damn services that need to be done, that white collar business will be out of business tomorrow in lawsuits. So I'm tired of it. And that's really what it was in the day. Women got married because they knew they got with the blue collar man, because the blue collar man was attainable, he was there, and he was going to steal. You had cats that went and migrated to Detroit when Detroit was popping, sending their kids to historical HBCUs, sending their kids to Harvard, sending their kids to MIT on the damn UAW. So get the hell out of here, black woman, with this bullshit. The black man has not changed. The black man is a traditionalist because that is the core value and leadership that is set. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sick and tired of the bullshit that recurs. I don't pay you women no goddamn mind with that whole shit. I am a masculine principle accountable for nature. If you're not gonna get in your proper place, woman, then I'm gonna find the next. That's why these niggas is actually going outside of the race, because these women they're going to is doing feminine acts and doing and doing what I don't advocate it, but that's why they're going outside. And every one of them damn men that got them other women always cry about the black women didn't want to do right. I still say fuck them niggas, but at the same time, I do have a 5% understanding of it. Women over here talking about, I'm done after this. You got women on shorts and women on YouTube talking about I make 70,000. My man can't make 70,000 like me. You dumb bitch. That's 140,000. And if you got smarter and you're 1099, that is 140,000 coming in your damn house off the top. And if you got a legitimate practitioner of accountantism, you ain't paying shit back. All the tax breaks and tax cuts and all the things you can play on right now. And you run around here complaining. And some of you women is with men, blue collar men, a blue collar different to the blue collar man. He owns his trade because he can turn that into a business. If he a welder, he can turn it to a welding business. If he a carpenter, he can turn it to a carpentry construction business. Only reason he probably ain't even got the business because you need to be in a business learning it for 8 years so you can have a doctrine in your profession that you choose and you'll be ready to execute. Now, the woman got to do is get his paperwork right and keep that tax man off his ass. You women don't want to do that, but you'll go dispatch for the white man. You'll go do accounting for the white man, but you will accounting for your man that the ordination of God gave you to bless you with the knowledge and power and respect to make the next generation repeat and do better. That's all I got to say on that at this particular time.
God damn. That's it.
When I say hey man,
Damn, I'm going to that church. That was number pure God.
You want to come to that church? You know it's Prince Pierre 9.5 live, man. When I go live, come through. Man.
Yeah.
Hey man, that pure gospel right there.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I just gotta speak. I just believe in
Facts though. Everything he said is straight.
I had to dip. It's called dipping, baby. I learned that from Lisa Nichols, man. I learned about dipping. So all you want to do, bring them high, bring them up, and bring them back up. So I just said, I took that mindset. I said, okay, I'm going to put it in the masculine frame, and I'm going to use it the right way. not
Yeah.
to preach this BS and this bullshit these niggas doing.
Mm.
Okay? I'm gonna add this thing right now. Reason why hip hop is not going nowhere no far. And I'm gonna give you a book that every woman should read by Dr. Amos Wilson called The Awakening the Genius in a Black Child.
Oh yeah, that's a great book.
In that book, it will tell you by scientific studies that the black child develops faster than any other child in the world. We actually stunt our growth of our kids. You know, when kids ask you all those questions, we be like, I'm tired you ask me. They trying to learn. You understand? And you over there, when we studying our growth in the school system stunts our growth, but you still got to send your kid to the school system. You're not putting the studies that in. You know, they're teaching the regular history, but you're not teaching the full world history. And we got all these books that's out here. All these scholars wrote the books. All the silent generation, the great generation wrote all these books for us. They and everything. And the modern day mindset, we're supposed to be going into the STEM game, and that's the main thing we need to be sending our kids to. STEM need to be the back. STEM need to be pushing in the STEM and pushing them into what we're doing. White collar and salesmen, that's natural. They can do it. They're gonna always have those. There's an abundance of those, but it's not it's not an abundance of STEM guys. It's not an abundance of industrial revolutionists. Like it's a shortage in diesel mechanistry, diesel technicians, big time shortage. You can make $70 an hour.
Mm.
And you over here telling me ain't no work? Get the fuck out of here, man. And that's what I'm talking about, and that's what we need to be talking about. That's what we need to be pushing. That's what we need to be on. That's what we need to be organizing and basically unionizing, to be honest. Because unionizers, we pull money together and we go lobby and we buy, rent, and lease politicians. And if they don't want to do what we want, we kick their ass out. And what the Chinese done for about almost 70 years, they would have $40 million they would allocate. They would give 20 to the Democrat and 20 to the Republican. Call me and leave me the fuck alone, feed me the fuck alone paycheck. So when they came back to get their doggone hate crime bill, they couldn't do nothing but sign that hope. Now, us black folks, we have to do it a little bit different because we can give them the money and they still fuck us. So we have to pretty much create our own politicians and pay our own politicians to go in now from the core values of who we are. And we pay them so they do not sell us out. It ain't about rocking the vote. It's about supporting the campaign and rocking the damn vote. You ain't got to vote one period if you putting money down. So it's solutions out here when we want to do it. When we gonna get think tanks? We got some think tanks out here. We ain't really messing with them. We got think tanks right now, but it needs to be based off the labor part of the game. We need to be doing is templates that's out there that can be used, but it ain't about announcing it to the damn world. It's just about getting the shit done. And they wake up tomorrow, they say, "Goddamn, black folks has done it." And then when you go to the damn man, you can say, you know why America ain't number one? Because your bottom is not getting to the upper middle class. So when the bottom ain't getting to the upper middle class through the investment of education, economics on education, all you doing is investing in entertainment. That's all we investing in is entertainment.
Yeah.
We ain't in law and labor. We talk religion. We ain't goddamn me standing on our heterosexuality like the LBG2 stand on that shit. We don't battle that way. We don't get out there and say, nah, this is what we own over here, this is what we stay on over here, and we're not going to bow down and kowtow to the millimeter minority. I'm not doing it. I'm never gonna do it. I don't give a damn what they say. Another thing need to be going down, and I am done, is free speech is getting cut down. You can't even teach about history of what has happened on these platforms. They ain't gonna allow you to do it. Now, fuck that. It's time to get legislation to get a fairness doctrine on these doggone social medias right now, like they had in the 80s and shit, when left and right had to have the exact damn time to put their damn radio content out. We need the exact same damn thing in this social media platform, because they trying to sit up and say that social media do not create politicians. God damn it, how you think Obama won president in 08 and 12? Through social goddamn media. Get the fuck out of here. You think you talking to a damn fool? History was our research, and I do not forget modern history and relevant history. You can't run that shit on me. I lived and saw that whole ass shit. You gonna come and tell me something else. Man, I'm gonna put it where the ghost can get it. If you don't want to eat it, motherfucker, die starvation, die thirst, nigga. Hell, you die, nigga. We don't need you bitch ass niggas. Hell, you talking about like Charleston? Well, I'm tired of you hoe ass niggas. Tired of you bitch ass niggas putting messages out there that don't even make nobody great. You can say anything about Kanye West. Kanye West made hits off strong messages. Now, he might have done some shit and went and don't get me a white girl and went and got him one or whatever. It is what it is. He got caught in the game. But hell, at the end of the day, that man ain't never put no I want to kill a black man message in his hip hop and won multiple Grammys. Hell, even goddamn bullshit ass Will Smith won multiple Grammys preaching positive hip hop. So don't tell me you can't get the awards preaching positivity. You niggas been preaching this negativity and shit. Ain't won 9 goddamn award. You get a couple of bitches and shit win an award. Who give a damn about that? No disrespect. Cardi B's and all that old shit. So I don't want to hear nothing about it. The message has to be changed, and the message has to be changed with the 99%. We don't get the 1% to do a goddamn thing. The 1% of niggas ain't shit. 1% of niggas ain't shit. That's them entertainer motherfuckers. And you seen when black folks went out there and got on that ass, Shannon, motherfucker Stephen A, and all them niggas retreated like a hoe. We got power, nigga, when we talk. And if we unite and unite like we supposed to, nothing can stop us. Because the dang thing we got to do is regulate ourselves first. It ain't about that other man no more. He ain't giving a damn. He already got a 200-300 year head start. He ain't studying you niggas. Hell, you talking about? It's only that little percentage want to get ignorant and mad and want to cry to the wasp and say, I don't like how they talking. There's something about them. But you let a wasp put it on his platform. Now you finna let the wasp come and buy the Washington Commanders that's owned by a practitioner of Judaism. So even what they preach, they'll sell their soul for the damn dollar bill roll. They hypocrites. And we know they hypocrites. So let's stop it. Long as we ain't hypocrites, we will goddamn write a hieroglyph that's so great that they can't even decode it, baby. For a damn near 7,000 damn years. And barely decoding that. It took Dr. Bean and Black Men to decode it the right way. Because they don't have the ancestral DNA to even decipher what's really going on in the past. They can't put it where the ghost can get it. They never could. Even the religion they practice is coming from the original human being, which is us. They over there plagiarizing our text and getting capital gains off of it. Come on, man, stop this BS and stop this bullshit. You niggas got the information, and you niggas ignore the information because you don't have a goddamn mind to modernize the information and see what's really going on. You look at 100 years ago. But hey, he told your motherfucking ass you keep doing the same bullshit, you're gonna be in the same situation that you was 100 years ago. The hell out of here, man. You ain't made no advancement. We done went backwards as a people. We done went backwards. Now your women rebellion against your Negro. Because they getting these set aside. And the rebellion came through that crack epidemic. And we know what crack do to you. It turns your memory, your stem in your brain. It turns you into the size of a dog. That's why these niggas running around calling you a bitch woman. Because you been goddamn me running around acting like a bitch. And you niggas acting like bitch ass niggas.
Oh.
I'm done, man. Y'all got it. I just had to get it in because they kept cutting me off all on the damn trip, man.
I like this dude right here. Tell it. I like it.
That's it, man. That's it, man. I ain't got too much to say. I done put it all in there, and that's just me doing my research and doing my studies and then seeing the condition that we in, and you know, and do we want to keep bringing up them guys? Not really, but we have to bring it home. They made mistakes. You know, we know they did, and we know what mistakes they made, but we should learn from the mistakes, and we know how to correct the mistakes, and we know what we need to be doing to get what we need. All right? The last man to even attempt to go to the UN was Johnny Cochran. You know what happened to his ass? He had a brain aneurysm. Come on, man, stop it. That's that COINTELPRO Black Messiah. Like a brother I said a long time ago, his name was Dr. Israel. He says, no more one Black Messiah. Every male child, which is the S-O-N, which is the S-O-N, is the enlightenment, is the Messiah. So every boy, every black boy born today. So when you got I'm gonna get ignorant. When you got a motherfucking me, calcified, paint gland ass black bitch named Cynthia goddamn G talking about aborting all the black babies, you talking about killing all the messiahs that can liberate us in the future. Fuck you and fuck what you talking about. So when you know when you know yourself, you're not gonna lie this whole ass shit. Do you understand me?
Amen.
So if you don't know who you are, you don't know yourself, you'll let that mess go down. I ain't want to bring her down. I don't care, man. She's black anyway. They don't give a damn.
Fuck her.
So I just said fuck. I just said F her. I ain't said nothing else about her. You know, because she talking blasphemy in the spaces, man. And she need to be gone. We can't allow that. That's anti-Semitism message, eugenics message by definition. We let people that's doing that's being the image of the definition of the word that's supposed to be against the construct in American world, and we letting these Negroes and these Negro bitches get out here and get ignorant and talk that whole shit, and we supposed to sit up here and y'all women over there co-sign hip hooray. Then you know why you ain't going no damn well. Then you know why the net worth of a black woman is a negative 25 motherfucking dollars, nigga. Because you listen to people that's over there leading you to the slaughter. And you will have black people that lead you to the slaughter. Rex 84, the King Alpha Plan has 500 preachers and pastors that's going to lead you to your extermination. So everybody that's preaching this word is not of God, and they don't have no business even having a church or having a pulpit to stand on.
That is true. That is true.
Go ahead.
That is true.
Somebody
That's
got into
true.
it. If I'm saying something wrong, let me know.
Nah, that ain't nothing wrong. No, you ain't nothing wrong at all, bro. You right on time.
But
Okay, brother
yeah,
Ronnie.
so yeah, brother Ronnie, good. Preaching, but respect to brother Ronnie.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just it. It's just it. It's just what it needs to be. And, you know, and that's what my platform about, man. You know, just letting y'all know what's going on out here and how we can do better and what we need to do and how we can do it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to let it go, but I gotta get me something to eat. We gonna ask you to close this out. This has been an excellent discussion. Before I close it out, shout out to brother Ricky. Thanks for coming. Shout out to brother Ronnie. Thanks for coming. And we're gonna close this out. We're gonna make your last remarks. You know how it goes. Make your last remarks and stay there. Now make your last remarks. And we're gonna close it out as a family. Thank you, Sister Queen. Last remarks, please.
Oh, well, I just want to say thank you for having me up. That was a good discussion. And I'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, next time, come on time.
Now, you know, it's just 9 o'clock in the morning for me.
That's right. You in Texas?
I'm in Washington.
Oh, Washington. That's how far. Oh, Washington. You're on the West Coast.
Different time.
Different
Yeah,
times. Gotcha.
Time zone.
Yeah, it's a different time. Okay, thank you. Stay right there. Brother Prince, last remarks, please.
Hey, I done said what I had to say. I just want people to get an outstanding understanding that, hey, man, you gotta broaden your horizons and you gotta be about building something. A lot of y'all got children. What y'all handing off to your children? Y'all handing them out trash, or you want to hand them out meaningful things they can do something with?
Yeah.
What you passing down? That's all we want to know. And a lot of y'all ain't passing nothing down, like you said, but shit.
Yeah. Brother C, stay right there, Brother Prince. Excuse me. Brother C, last remarks, please.
Yeah. You know, Prince said it all, man. But one thing I do want to say we talked on was them politicians. That's why all our politicians, they sell us out because we don't financially take care of them. Every other politician, they get put in a position of wealth. We put our politicians in a position of hope, and we hope that they'll do the best for us, and and we hope, and they hope that they can get something out of the deal. If it's not monetary, when you got somebody else giving them the payout, who you think they're gonna choose? You know, and when it comes to your people, you love your people, but at the same time, you can't pay bills with love. You can't live off of hope. And that's one of the biggest things, man. So we gotta start looking in the community. If we're gonna do for the community, we gotta start doing for each other and talking to each other, helping each other. That's the
For
biggest thing.
participating.
I'm done with that. Go ahead.
Okay. That's it. Okay. I will say this, that thank y'all in the panel. I'm sorry. Thank y'all in the chat that was in tune this conversation. I just want to put myself out there. This is like I said, I'm just gonna repeat this. I say this at the beginning of this live. My live is you're gonna find out who's the fake one is, because this is the time you're gonna really see. And I would say anybody, you live alone, or you're in a relationship, or you in marriage, you preserve that wherever you can. You have to watch out for the ones that are toxic, some family members, some friends, some association, and some working constituents. Let me see. Let's see. Get this off. Okay, let's do it. And we have to understand that. Do whatever we can to preserve it. And engage in these conversations. If they're not willing to change, there's no more talking. No more talk. So far I know tonight at 10:35. So far, I'm saying so far, Brother Alonso will come on here at 10:35. We're gonna talk about different taxes that people can get into, and we're gonna break things down and everything. So far, I don't know. He gave me his word, but I gotta set it up, so I don't know. But I know so far 10:35 tonight. That's all I can say. 10:35 tonight. That's all. 10:35 Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know. I called him. He said, I don't know. I know he's a busy man. So I'm just saying, like, stay put. Just look out. If I set it up, you see it, that's what's going down. That's all I can say. That's all I can say about that. And also, I'm gonna do a chopper with Brother Mace Taggart. That's Monday night at 10:35. He gave me his word, and I will be out of town. So I'm gonna do JT is out and about in Maryland, in New Carleton. I said that should be between about 1:30. No, not 1:30. Pardon me. Not 1:30. I said between 1:35, 1:45, something like that. So no worries and stuff. So look out. So I'm gonna set that up. I believe Saturday. I'm gonna set that up so that could be. So I'm gonna be on the train. I'm gonna be on the Amtrak and stuff. So most likely I will be with the Miss, and then I'll show y'all new Carlton and stuff like that in Maryland. So watch out for that. All right, watch out for that. Okay. On behalf of my channel, Underrated darkness. Yours truly, number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. We put it down for a long time. Respect my existence. Stay blessed. Good afternoon. Stay blessed. This one is Ghettos. Be blessed to y'all and your families.